first thing we're going to take a look at, let me move these little guys off to the side. I have nice little like bread plates that I'm showing you things in. So we're starting out with the spring summer season pass. To kind of bring everybody up to speed, if maybe you are newer or you missed this, that is Murphy. Murphy is probably hearing me in the other room and deciding that he would like to join in. Well, he knows I'm going to show fur baby dog in a minute, so maybe he thinks he should make an appearance. Anyhow, in December, late December, I launched a brand new program called Season Pass. And it is a kind of all-encompassing, all-in-one project kit. Actually, it's not a project kit. It's really just a kit that has a combination of pattern paper and stamps and word strip stickers and die cuts and washi, and comes in a nice pouch and just lots of things. So the winter spring released in December, late December, and now here we are in mid-March, debuting the spring summer. I will also tell you, not to dangle a carrot out there or anything, but we are already in process of designing summer fall as well. So 2 new designers that are working with me on the season pass kit. So lots of fun things going on. All right, so all of the season pass kits are packaged in, hello, Alice. I got it, right? Candy 718, that's you, Alice. I'm not gonna forget that. Anyhow, they're all packaged in my one of my 13 by 13 craft storage pouches. So if you haven't played with those before and you're just ordering the new season pass, the spring summer, then you're in for a treat, because they're all packaged in that. All the season pass kits are packaged in that. All right, so as we take a look, let's start out with the paper. With the paper, you have 6 12 by 12 double-sided papers. You have 3 8.5 by 11 double-sided papers, and I'll explain the idea behind 8.5 by 11 in a minute. You have 3 6 by 8 papers. You have a package of 63 die cuts, 80 word strip stickers, 18 stamps, 3 rolls of washi, 2 inline traveler's notebook inserts, 1 13 by 13 craft storage pouch, and a partridge in the pear tree. I might as well throw that in, right? All right, so starting with the papers. Because this is how I think, because I'm like you guys, I'm a crafter just like you. And this is, this is awesome. I don't know, you could probably cut that up and do something with that if you wanted. But this is like prime real estate on the backside. So, as I did during the winter spring season pass, you have a nice neutral pattern here on the back side. So this is totally usable. This is the same pattern as one of my Layle by Mail 6 by 8 paper pads. It's just lined. So you have a really nice, subtle, Susie Comey. I think this is a little bit up your alley from maybe how you and I knew each other from a long time ago, right? Oh, Nick is such a sweetheart. She is smoking hot all the time, shower or not. Oh, Lord, bless his heart in the good way, right? Hi, Karen Haynes. All right, so you've got your little cover sheet, but with a usable pattern on the back. After that, so the whole idea behind the season pass kits is that you have enough product for a season. So if we think about season, winter, spring would be January, February, March. The brand new season pass is for the spring summer, which is for April, May, June. So you're going to have papers for April, papers for May, papers for June, stickers, die cut, stamps, and so forth. So let's take a look at the papers for April. They are definitely, they definitely are Easter themed, right? Look at how cute that sweet little bunny is. Not just the sweetest thing. So 2 12 by 12 papers. The B side is just a nice little light blue floral. Then you have the eggs. And using some traditional kind of Easter pastel colors, as you can see, with the light blue and the light pink and the mint, but then also bringing in some brighter colors as well. Kind of, if you look at those, a little bit carrot-y, right? Backside of that is just a really nice, I got something on that one, really nice tone on tone polka dot. So the idea behind the 12 by 12s is if you're a 12 by 12 scrapbooker, you have 12 by 12 papers to work with for that month. If you are, you like to work in traveler's notebooks like me, then we trim this down to cover our traveler's notebook inserts. If you work in 6 by 8 mini books, whatever it is, you have those nice 12 by 12s for the month of April. Also, it's easier for Lily and Denise to kit this way. So we're gonna take a look at things size-wise. You also have a 6x8 piece. Your 6x8 piece has 1, 2, 3, 4 3x4 cut apart cards. Or if you're not really into using cards like that, you have on the back just another nice neutral pattern there, kind of that fun Harlequin. No, I don't know, diamond pattern. You know what I mean. Karen said the egg sheet in real time would be like $98. Yeah, right? Look at that. I mean, look at that. That's a lot of eggs. It was funny because I saw something on social media. A lady was making a joke how she bought like 112 eggs for $9 or something, and then she pulled out like a Hershey's eggs or the Cadbury. Oh my gosh, you know, the mini Cadburys or whatever. So that was kind of funny too. All right, then you have an 8.5 by 11. So 8.5 by 11 is not typically a size that we see in the crafting world, but in Layle's world, it makes a lot of sense. And actually probably in your world, once I explain why, it makes a lot of sense. When we look at the back side, that is just a nice pattern that you could use for anything. You don't always need full 12 by 12s if you're working on a 12 by 12 project. So it's nice to have kind of a smaller pattern that you can work with, a smaller size. But when we get to this size, as I was trying to figure out how to maximize all of the space in the product in the kit, most of you know that I do traveler's notebooks. That is my thing. And so when we're working in a traveler's notebook, we need smaller pieces, right? So what this gives me is 2 different backgrounds to work on in my traveler's notebook, or that if I want to, do maybe a side-by-side spread, or these things I could also really use in any size. But the 8.5 by 11, that's the idea, because you have kind of traveler's notebook size if you want. All right. So that is for the month of April. Now let's move into May. Heather said, good thing she raises her own chickens. The prices are crazy in the store, right? Right. Joe Disney fan said, at first I thought those eggs looked like those nail wrap strips you put on a file off the excess, and it looks like you have a gel manicure. Oh, I know what you mean, right? Like those little things that you'd put on there. I know what you mean, exactly. That's funny. Yes, no, those are eggs. But I guess they could be, and you could use them for that if you wanted. All right, once we get into May, again, we'll look at our 12 by 12s. So starting out, and sorry about that glare again, I've got a couple of lights in here that are just, we're gonna work with. A beautiful horizontal stripe. So the color palette that you start to see in May, kind of a coral, a light pink, a teal, and then a really dark navy, and then kind of this fun burnt orange. So it's a nice kind of transition from spring, pastels, Easter, into May without really getting into summer, right? So that is the A side. The B side is this really fun kind of little park scene with a tree and a bench and a bicycle. Just makes it so, this makes me so excited for spring, especially now that it is like snowing big giant flakes, not chunks, flakes outside. All right, then we're like all in embracing the butterflies. So our second 12 by 12, there's that beautiful burnt orange that just works really well with the pink and the coral and that really, really dark navy. So a whole bunch of things you could do with this paper. You could cover your traveler's notebook inserts like, what I will do. You could fussy cut out all those butterflies, or this would be really fun to work into 12 by 12 layout, or even, 6 by 8 mini book, what have you. So that is the A side. And then the B side, just a really cute little, springy May. We're hopefully really looking forward to rainbows at some point, right? All right, so that is the second of the two 12 by 12s. That takes us into the 6 by 8. The 6 by 8 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 by 4 cut apart cards. We'll use those. I use those when I'm decorating my traveler's notebook pockets, but you could use those in greeting cards or pocket page scrapbooking, or that would even be a fun title on a layout. And then the back side is just a super neutral, just kind of a nice fun, that kind of teal green color, just to kind of balance things out. Yes, Joe Disney fan. Absolutely fussy cutting those. That's 100%. Absolutely. And then this one. So that's the 8.5 by 11. So again, side by side, you have 2 pieces that are 5.5 by 8.5. So easily trimmable for working within a traveler's notebook, or 6 by 8, or 12 by 12, or a greeting card, whatever it may be. Back side of that, really fun little houses. Not houses, they're, I guess, buildings. None of those are houses unless you live in a cafeteria or a plant store or a patisserie. So that's the backside of that 8.5 by 11. All right, that takes us then into June. So our two 12 by 12s, really fun kind of summer icons there. It was really funny. I showed a sneak peek of the spring, summer season pass die cuts. And this little guy, so this is a swimsuit. There's the top, there's the bottoms. Well, this little guy people were seeing just by itself and they're like, what in the world is that? Layle, like, what is that? It's the bottom of a swimsuit. All right, so really fun icons that you will see shortly. Backside. You knew I had to do this, right? The little cute camper. But the nice thing is, so maybe you're not a camper, maybe you're not a glamper, maybe this doesn't work in your life at all, but guess what? It does on this side, right? Just a fun, nice little icons for summer, kind of swimming pool and beach balls and little pool floaties and umbrellas and things like that. So that is the first 12 by 12. Second 12 by 12, you have a really fun green, just big polka dots. And then on the back side of that, that's upside down, sun and clouds. So again, lots of different potentials, things that you could do with those 12 by 12s. The idea behind it is in that season pass kit, and I've still have lots more to show, but in the season pass kit, really you get a little bit, you get a slice of kind of everything. Instead of having a full collection of Easter, you get just a slice of Easter, a snippet of kind of spring, and then a snippet of summer. All right, so then we're looking at the 3 by 4 cut aparts. There's your 6 by 8 with the 1, 2, 3, 4 cut aparts. On the back side of that, the cameras, right? Because look at, isn't that camera like so fun? So we need more of those cameras. And so you have all those little cameras on the back. And here's the thing, if you're like, yeah, you know, these really not my thing, 3 by 4 cards, well, again, fussy cut, but you'll also see all of those icons in the die cuts in a second. All right, then last but not least, you have that 8.5 by 11. So 8.5 by 11, you have a fun, you know, pinwheel. There we go, pinwheel. And then kind of a nice stripe that could kind of be water-ish. And then on the back side, you could use this either way, but on the back side, you have kind of your little scallops, almost your like mermaid scallops. And also could kind of look like water. So those are the papers. There are 4 papers for each month, and that gives you 12 papers in that season pass kit. All right, let's take a look at the die cuts. So I have already separated all the die cuts out by month, but the die cuts you have, I think I said 63, that sounded about right. 63, so 63 die cuts in your die cut pack. And as we take a look at April, you have a cute little Happy Easter, some chicks, a couple of different eggs, and I've used April just a little bit and also May. So once I show you all the product, I'll show you kind of what I've done so far. But some labels, little banners, little circle, cute little duck. This bunny, hello, look at, is that bunny not like the cutest thing you've ever seen? Just makes you want to just give him a hug, I think. Oh, this guy goes over here. Then you have a couple of carrots, right? A couple of carrots, cute bows, and then you have another one of your little chicks. So those are the die cuts for the month of April. Let's move all of those off to the side on my nice white plate here, my nice white dish. And then we'll move to May. So lots of fun icons for May. A nice tree, a bicycle, a little kind of purse or bag for fresh flowers, a rainbow, a couple of different floral bouquets, a bee, some buildings. Those are the same buildings that we saw in the paper. Cafeteria, the plant store, and the patisserie, or like the bakery. Another little, oh, we already got that one. Some butterflies. Here's our little bench for kind of the park scene. Little labels over here. So all of this you can see, that goes there. All of this you can see. I've linked to it in the description box of the video. There is a link for what's new, and that will take you to the what's new page. I've done something weird here. Oh, I know. Here we go. This is for, this go there, anyhow. A couple of butterflies. You can go to, click that link, will take you to what's new. And then when you click on the spring, summer season pass, you will see, you can see all of these things up close. So all of the die cuts, all of the papers and so forth. Aren't those fun? Ooh, let's try to, let me just move that just a little bit, just so you can see. We're getting that one glare right there from that light that I was able to throw in the car at the last minute. But some really great, fun, lots of fun die cuts there to work with for April. Did we get it away? Oh, you know what? It's actually, I might just turn that the other way. Might be better not to see that. Let's see what happens without that light. Okay, whoopsie, lost a butterfly. All right, so next up we are ready for June. God, I don't know about you, but I am really ready for June. Not yet, Mary. Not yet, Mary J. Blige. I have not shown the stamp set, so I'll show that one in just a sec. All right, so, oh, golly. These, look at the Ferris wheel. Isn't that cute? The beach umbrella. We'll put all those little guys together, kind of our little banners together. I think I messed, it doesn't really matter, but I think that went with one of the other months. There's one of each of those for each month. How fun is that bag? Some clouds, a little suntan lotion. Yes, that is the bottom of the swimsuit. They're not panties. I don't know what you're crafting, but maybe they could be panties, whatever. You know, you do you. You do you. There we go. There's the little fun swimsuit, the pool floaty. There's that camera, right? Little hat. Radio, because if you're going to the beach or if you're hanging out in the sun, you might want a little radio, your transistor radio. And you also might want your little traveler's notebook that you're documenting your little summer trip, right? Okay, there's a little sun, beach ball, more suntan lotion, and then some little sunglasses. So those are the die cuts for May. And then we'll take a look at the die cuts. No, those are June. Duh. Sorry, those are the die cuts for June. Now let's take a look at what else comes in that. You also have a 5x7 sheet of word strip stickers. So 80 word strip stickers. And the word strip stickers in all the season passes are designed very similarly. In the top strip or the top area there above the eggs, those are things that work really well for Easter, for April. Above the flowers, May. And then above the suns, everything there works really well for the month of June, but also is kind of just general things as well. The good life, well, hello there. It's a good day to have a good day where the good stuff happens, things like that. So that's how they are organized. And then those little strips, that is one full, I guess, icon strip. If these are word strips, those are icon strips. So you have a strip of eggs, a strip of flowers, and then your strip of suns. Okay, here, Mary. Oh, almost there, Mary. Almost. 3 washi. I will tell you something very exciting. This should be, crossing fingers, this should be the last season pass where we are using generic washi. The designer that is currently designing the summer fall is working right now, like literally today, on washi design. So going forward, crossing fingers, summer, fall, forward, these will all be custom washi that will be patterned to go specifically with the months. Now, for now, those colors are selected to work with each of the months. So everything works beautifully, but you know, if we can do it, we just needed to get some time we needed to get ahead of the game. And we are, I don't know, knock on wood, ahead of the game. All right, Mary J, this is what you are looking for, I believe, the 4x6 stamp set. So there are 18 stamps here. As we look at that, you have some layerables again, all right? So you could do spring day, or you could do spring in a little day. You have summer day, so little summer, big day, or summer day together. This one I'm super excited about. Look at that. That is a single stamp. That is a nice scallop strip, right? So you could stamp your scallops. You could have a nice little stamped border. That is, if I remember, I think that's 5 inches. I don't have my ruler with me. So that would work great at the bottom of a traveler's notebook, or you could use on an accent on a card or something. But the other nice thing is, if you need a longer scallop strip, then guess what? You stamp and then just move it, or move your paper and then continue to stamp. Couple of icons that are part of, that you saw in the die cuts in the paper. You have a little grouping of eggs there. Let me move my hand because they've got little patterns on them. You have the floral that you see in April. A couple of different bows. That one I did. That one I hand drew. Well, I know that's not very exciting, but I'm excited about that little bow. You have a couple butterflies, that camera that we love, and then kind of your little cluster of florals. So one of the things that is consistent from season pass to season pass is this. That stamp is always on the stamp set for each season pass. This is why. Every quarter, every season pass, you will have the 3 months, and the 3 months fit in that little label. But I didn't want to just include that one in the first season pass, because what if you just stumble, upon Layle by mail in September and you're like, oh, I love this. What do I do with those? Oh, wait a minute. How come people are using the label? Well, I didn't get the label. So anyhow, label, fun to use, but also meant to, your little months could go in the label. And what we need to remember with things like that, that doesn't have to just be stamped on a piece of white paper, right? We could stamp that on a piece of pattern paper and then do our little month in the center of there. So that is the stamp set. Okay. Oh, and then you have an option. You can either do it with the 2 Traveler's Notebook lined inserts or without. And so that is an option when you're adding to cart. You'll see 2 different options, with or without, because I know not everybody uses Traveler's Notebook inserts. And so I thought it doesn't really make sense for me to force you to have that if you won't use them. So 2 options. All right. So now let's take a look. Like I mentioned today, I was able to work with things a little bit. Denise, we do have some dies coming. So we do. So lots of fun things coming. The die set, I don't know. I'd have to go look, or I'd have to ask Amy. That scallop die, we're probably looking at maybe for May. We'll see. All right. So what do I have here first? Okay. So I did play with the April just a little bit. I brought the stamp, but I did not bring stamping ink or stamping block. So I've not used any stamps on kind of putting this together yet, but this is how I have used April to decorate my Traveler's Notebook for the month. Those of you that do the class with me, so there are 3 classes that are part of Season Pass, and those classes are where we're taking all the product and we are decorating our Traveler's Notebook together for the month. So this is what I have done for the month of April. It's still a little plain. I need to do some stamping and things, but I will add. And they're kind of ran out of time there. So start of that second insert. All right, so that is April. And then we have May. Thank you, Carrie. I'm so glad. Carrie said super cute. Thank you, thank you. And again, just barely have scratched the surface in kind of getting May set up. But all my little pockets there are decorated. I decided to go with the horizontal stripe for one slipcover for my Traveler's Notebook insert, and then that little rainbow for the other one. Okay, so over the weekend, I will be able to get June done, and then also kind of keep working on these. And so anyone's purchased that spring summer season pass, if you already have or are doing so today or in the next week or so, that class for the April Traveler's Notebook setup will take place at the end of the month. So you'll get an email with information about that.